So next Friday, every Irish person, who has the registered on the register of electorate has the ability to change the country's future, decide its future, and it isn't the local elections and the council elections, but the European elections too. So it does make a big difference. We have a chance to change things. We have a chance to make things worse. So that's what I'm saying. We have to think wisely in who we're electing. Are we electing loads of Fine Gael people into Brussels? Or are we electing anti-corruption Ireland or Ben Gilroy or Gemma O'Doherty, people like that? But my best thing, I suppose, to say to the people who are undecided who to vote, in Dublin especially, is to vote for Ben Gilroy or Gemma O'Doherty. I'm just saying them 2 names because OT won't say it, so I might as well say it. But we have to think about it. Even in any part of the country, we have to think about who we're going to vote in. Because, they promise the moon and the stars. They promise everything go away. But really, will they do something? That's what we have to think to ourselves when they come around trying to shake our hands, get my vote, That's really what they're trying to do. But we have to think. We have to ask them the tough questions. We have to, I was speaking to one local councillor yesterday. I asked him tough questions. I had some really tough questions. And he couldn't answer me. That's the thing. He didn't really do it. He was trying to run away from me because he seen who was there. And he was like, oh no, I'm not staying to look and talk to him. And I seen him before he seen me. So that was the worst thing about it. But I asked him tough questions. There's no harm in asking them tough questions because you're electing them. You're going to vote them in. So why would you not ask them hard questions? I asked them, what are you going to do? Are you going to sit there for the next 5 years and do nothing? That's really what the first thing I said to him. And because he sat there for the last 5 years and done nothing, so I'm just assuming that he would sit there for another 5 years and do nothing. And he didn't have anything to say. He probably said it was probably right. But there's no harm in asking him questions. We have to think about it. Because we have to think about the policies too, the implementing. Fine Gael might implement more taxes on cars from the global warming thing. They could up petrol, diesel on the West End, make it tough on the Irish people and vote with buses. That's the thing. They might vote with buses over in buses. But we have to think about that. We have to think about, are they going to be with the Irish people? They're going to stand up to buses and say, we are our own country, we decide our own destiny. We not have you sticking up for us or talking down to us. Because we have to think about these people first. Because people like me wouldn't give a damn about what buses I thought. Literally, if I was in buses, I wouldn't give a damn what they thought. I wouldn't care. I'd sit up and literally do nothing. I would just annoy them. Literally, that's what I would go over there to do. I just annoy them. That's what the thing. You have to think about this first. Yeah, everybody has to just think about are they going to do something? Or they're just going to sit there and do nothing. So, it's our choice. Our choice for this election. We had to elect Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, the Labour, the rest of them back into the bloody European Parliament. And, we won't give the small guys a chance like Anti-Corruption Ireland and the Nationalist Party and the rest of that. But we always have to give people a chance to do something. But we have to think about who we're going to vote in because, Peter Casey, I don't know, but I don't know how would you justify putting him into the European Parliament because he's just laughing all the time. He's getting worse than me laughing all the time. He's just laughing. I don't know why he's laughing. He's just going on laughing. He's just enjoying himself. But we have to think about that. Why is he laughing all the time? Oh God, I'm having a good fit laugh. But we have to think about Ireland's future. It's in our hands. It's literally in our 2 hands. We have to think about it. And we have to think very wisely about this. And yeah, so that's all we have to say. Thank you for watching. Subscribe more. Bye.